Hey, start a new interview round.
Got it. New interview starts now. Question 1. Tell me about yourself.
Hello, my name is Dipanshu. I am a full stack web developer from Delhi. If talking about my qualification, I completed my diploma in computer engineering from EIT. During my diploma days, I find an interest in web development. So after completing my graduation in BCA, I joined Italy Path full stack development course, and now I am focusing on stack development. For development, I use React and Tailwind for my front end, Node.js and Express for my backend, and for my database, I use MongoDB. I also use Git, Render, Vercel, and MongoDB Atlas for deployment of my project. One of my recent projects is personal finance tracking app that extracts data from PDF and show categorized spending for visual representation on dashboard. In this project, I also use Bikegrip and JWT authentications. Right now, I am improving my backend skills and aiming for a full-time role in full stack development.
Question 2. What is a closure in JavaScript? And can you give a simple example use case?
Closure is a feature in JavaScript where an inner function can access the value of its outer functions even after the outer function has been executed. This all happened because inner function remember the lexical scope where it was created. A closure is used to create a private variables and it is also used to create a function with remembered values and avoid global variable pollution. And it is also used whenever we have to secure any data and our bank applications where where our balance variable is private, but it is accessed by using few methods like deposit and get balance.
Question 3. What is the virtual DOM in React and why is it helpful?
A virtual domain in React is a useful concept. It is used because it avoid unnecessary rendering of all components. And a virtual DOM is the lightweight copy of the real DOM. So whenever there is a change in our UI, first it's a change in a virtual DOM, and this virtual DOM can compare from their previous virtual DOM by using a process called different. And after checking that, checking that what element is changed, these elements are changed in the real DOM. So it avoids unnecessary rendering of the old DOM, and it improves React performance because it is very fast and secure.
Question 4. What is middleware in Express and how is it used?
A middleware is special functions that contain special functions that contain three values: respond, request, response, and next. And it is executed between the client request and the server response. And it is also used to change the request and response uh, to cancel response. And it is used next to move to the next level. Middleware is used for handling authentications, error handling, routes, and authentications. It is also it is also used to it is also used to checking uh, for error handling. And a middleware is used by using app.use.
Question 5. Can you explain the difference between authentication and authorization?
Authentication and authorizations both are the security purpose methods, but they use for a different purpose. Authentication is used for the to check who is the person. Whenever there is a website, a person is looking, it check there that the person is exist or not. So it is whenever we have to given access to the login person, it check the authentication and check the credentials that is user is uh, input. On the other hand, authorization means that what a user can do. That means if initially a user can authenticate and log in into a web page, but what else a user can do is based on the authorizations.
Question 6. What's the difference between a controlled and an uncontrolled component in React?
Control and uncontrolled component. Uncontrolled component are used to manage the form data handling. and that is used whenever we have enter a value. It does not directly change that value. So it is first change in the state, and that state value is shown on their dashboard. So on the UI. On the other hand, and uncontrolled components are not controlled by the React. It is directly controlled by DOM itself, and we can use uncontrolled component by user. And control component is manageable use state.
Final question. What is CORS and why might it block a front end request?
Of course, it stands for cross-origin resource tool, and it is a browser security feature that helps us to prevent unnecessary or unauthorized access from another browser. And it is used whenever there is a multiple client, but a user can't access the resource of the another browser, another applications. And it is mostly occur whenever a front end and our back end are running on a different servers, are running on different servers. So a user can't use their resource and until it is especially allowing by the server.
Thanks, Dipashu. Here's your overall feedback. You explained several ideas correctly, but your answers ramble and loop a bit, and some details got fuzzy. For example, tightening the core definition and giving one crisp example would help a lot.
Okay, thank you.